That'd be cool. I think that's the beginning to what could be a real life Star Trek.
Would either of you join?
I'm probably too old.
Let's say you're
I'm
not.
too dumb.
Yes.
Let's say you're not.
All right, sweet.
All
So,
right. Welcome, Randy.
Hi.
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 Brandy's sitting in for Cody today.
Cody had to be out, had to take a trip over to the Utah, but we found a substitute Cody for the day.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel a lot of pressure to perform well, so I can replace him.
So are you giving
That's
Cody
great.
a run for his money then?
I mean, yeah. Why not?
Is Cody out of a job when he gets back? Is that what you're saying?
He could be. I mean, it's second week on the job, and he's not showing up. So, bye.
Well, see you later.
We could split the frame into 4 panels, and there'd be a whole nother element here.
It just keeps getting smaller and smaller.
I know. There's
Until we're
like
just
20 people on the
little
podcast.
emojis.
It's hard to not talk over each other, though. So the more people you add, it would just be.
Oh, it's fine. We do it all the time. Nobody
do
listens to
it
what
all the
anybody's saying
time.
on here.
You know what I mean?
Know what I mean?
If you keep
Wow.
saying, you know what I mean, I'm gonna lose my mind.
I know.
Put a little counter up.
Wow.
You know, wow, stuff like that.
Stuff like that.
and stuff. It's such a filler word.
I know. I think let's talk about The Boys. You,
The boys.
I'd say, challenged us, but it wasn't really a challenge. Brandy and I
It was
told
more of a
ourselves
demand.
we were going to. Yeah. Over the last
Like,
few
you
weeks.
have to watch this.
I know. We played the first episode and we're like, we're just going to watch one so that we could talk about it today. And we got to the end of the first episode
Yeah,
and we had to keep
And
going.
you
So we
couldn't just
actually
do
watched
one.
the second episode.
it was Lay's potato
Even
chips.
though we're sleep deprived, we just kept going.
Yep. That's what I told
I wanted
Michael.
to watch the third episode, and he was like, "Nah."
You're like,
Go to
no,
bed.
You're pushing 3:00 in the morning right now, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told him
The
I
baby's
said,
going to be up in 15
we
minutes.
gotta do the podcast tomorrow, and I don't want you guys to be super tired from binge watching it. And he said, no, I'm gonna force us to just watch one.
I did say that.
We watched 2 though.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
so good.
So
And
good.
it wasn't even like a debate or a conversation. We got to the end of the first episode, credits rolled, and we looked at each other. It's going to stay on, right? Yeah.
It just gets better and better. It just keeps going.
Yeah, I can see where a lot of different plot lines and a lot of different controversies can stir up from where we're at right now.
Yeah. And don't watch the trailer for season 2.
Oh no.
That's going to spoil
Okay.
it for us.
I don't know if it'll necessarily spoil it, but I mean it could, for foreshadowing reasons. It could, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
What do you like about this show so much? Why did you want us to watch it?
I love the show. When I saw the trailer, I just loved the cinematography of it, the way it looked. Looked really cool. And then when we watched the show, it had me hooked just because it made me think about if superheroes actually existed in the world nowadays, that's pretty much how it would be. Like, because there's politics involved, and they put on this whole front, spoiler, but they put on this front where they're really good people, the males and the females. They have this image they have to project, and then in real life, some of them are complete opposite.
A lot of backhanded storyline towards celebrityism.
Yeah, exactly. And then also with the politics involved, where another spoiler, so anybody hasn't seen it, which is a shame because you should have already seen it.
Yeah.
It's been out for a while. But is how the governor or the mayor, I think, of one of the cities, I think it was Detroit or something like that, talks to the agent lady that kind of she represents the superheroes, which again,
Yeah.
it's kind of like NFL or the football and stuff like that. And he's like, she's pitching him saying, you need a superhero in this city.
So they like completely franchise the superhero.
Yes.
And I think when you add that element of corporate and business to it, obviously there's going to be some sort of corruption that's there. And it's a really interesting perspective to put that on such a fantasy topic of superheroes. And it's a really interesting play on superhero type, films.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
What did you think, Brandy? First
What did Brandy
episode
think? Yeah.
being, well, people don't know, Brandy is an avid comic book collector, and she goes to all the cons. She goes to everything. She does the cosplay
I've been to one
thing.
Comic-Con, and it was to work, and I didn't actually work because I sucked.
Man, it wasn't Comic-Con.
What was it?
It was Kamikaze.
Oh, it was Kamikaze. I'm
Kamikaze.
sorry. What's the difference? See, clearly I don't know
Yeah,
what I'm talking
clearly
about.
You're a huge
But
fan.
I like Jessica Jones, and now I like The Boys. So I could be an avid comic book lover.
We know you like the voice.
The Boys.
Oh.
Oh, the voice is great. When they turn their chairs around.
I like The Boys too. We can talk about that next week. No, The Boys, I don't know. I really liked it. I didn't expect to like it. I was kind of like, great. Now we have to watch this. Like I was kind of
Another
annoyed.
superhero
Not gonna
show.
lie. Yeah, I was like, great. Okay, here we go. Oh my god! And then I was hooked. Like after probably 5 minutes, hooked. And I didn't even realize until the episode was over, and I was like, oh my gosh, I just enjoyed that entire thing. And then we just watched the next one.
Yep.
But yeah, I loved it. I thought it was very well done.
Right.
I really like. I don't know his name.
What character
The
is
FBI guy. I
Oh,
really
yeah.
liked him.
Yeah.
He was awesome.
He reminds me of I can't remember his name. Oh yeah, you're talking about the
Pull it up
Australian
now.
guy with the beard?
Yeah, New Zealand.
New
yeah.
Zealand?
Or
Yeah.
New Zealand, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked him a
he's-
lot. I
yeah, he's
googled him.
really
That's
good.
how I know it was New Zealand.
I said, I told you she knows everything about
Well,
I
it.
googled.
his character is from Australia, right? Is he supposed to be Australian? Or is he not?
Oh, maybe.
Am I just completely
Possibly, I'm not sure.
off? I mean, New Zealand's
don't know.
close,
Not sure.
but
I think you're
Yeah.
typecasting his accent.
yeah. Probably.
Let's see here.
Yeah, it's not your traditional superhero show or movie. Thank
Mm-mm.
God it's not like the WB or CW shows.
Oh, for sure. It's the total flop on perspective for a completely different audience.
Yeah, it's very
We even
dark.
talked about this we talked about this last week a little bit, about crossing that line from superheroes and fantasy and comics for the child demographic, and then also
Oh yeah.
finally starting to cross the line into a darker storytelling mode for the more adult fans,
Right. Just like Joker did
Mm-hmm.
with the movie.
And I'm
Yeah.
hoping they do it with Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, from what we've heard, they're doing a dark Mortal Kombat. I'm hoping they, Todd McFarlane already said they're doing it with Spawn. So I'm excited for that one.
That's right, Spawn.
Yeah.
Brandy, you like Spawn.
Brandy, you know
Spawn of the Dead.
all about Spawn.
Carl Urban. He's
Carl Urban is
he's
his
the
name?
one that plays he plays the
Oh, okay.
the dark protagonist that is kind of like his guide, the FBI guy.
Yeah.
He's always been a super interesting character. I remember seeing him in one of the Bourne films. I can't remember, but he was in one of the
Supremacy.
Bourne films. He was the Supremacy. Yeah, that one was really good. He's always played a really cool character. And then the first time I saw him, he was in Lord of the Rings. Do you remember him in Lord of the Rings?
No, I don't.
Yeah, he's actually King Theoden, the horsemen they were trying to recruit, those soldier horsemen. They came rushing down the hill at the end of one of them. He's actually the leader or the general of their armies. And that was the first time I saw him, and I was like, this is a really interesting character.
Can I tell you a secret?
I was even saying last night, oh, you're not about to say what I think you're going to say.
Can I tell you? I don't even know if I've watched all the Lord of the Rings. I'm not a huge Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter fan.
Even I had to watch all the Lord of the Rings.
You had to.
You couldn't do it?
Michael's disowning me.
That's crazy.
You haven't watched Harry Potter either?
No, I've seen the first Harry Potter. But
I feel like you could have been in Harry Potter, so you definitely should have watched it.
I auditioned for Harry Potter. No, I was kidding. I've never seen the second or third or however many there are. I've only seen the first one.
Oh, wow. No Lord of the Rings?
No. No.
Have you seen Star Wars?
I've seen the first and second Star Wars. Other than
Who is
that,
this guy? You're his friend?
Seriously?
I'm not.
I don't
I'm
even
not a
know
Star
you
Wars
anymore.
fan either.
Oh my gosh,
All
this
our
is
views
crazy.
Are gonna just plummet right now.
I know, and show's over.
Everybody's turning off the podcast as we speak.
Oh boy. No, well then that's cool. Anyways, I've also seen him in what other movie was he in? Red. He was also an agent in Red with Bruce Willis, John Malkovich.
Bruce Willis. Yeah, Red.
Mm-hmm.
He
My other husband.
he reminds me of Clive Owen.
A little bit.
You know,
Probably
he
the
kinda gives
accent a
me that
little bit
Clive
too.
Owen-
And
yeah.
Benicio del Toro.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Benicio del
Yeah.
Toro.
I was saying he looks like Brad Pitt a little bit.
Yeah.
And you were like, he looks like
Stop looking at
if
me.
Brad Pitt. Oh yeah, sorry. Sorry, I was looking at my wife.
Way to go.
I know. I was saying he looks a little bit like a cross between Brad Pitt, and then she's like, it looks like Brad Pitt and Benicio del Toro
If they had a baby.
if they had a baby.
It does, yeah.
The one guy I haven't seen in anything else was Jack Quaid, the main character.
Oh, yeah,
Huey?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Have you guys seen him in anything else?
Not that I could think of, no.
But he looks familiar. He has that familiar face.
He did
Yeah.
really good. Yeah, he does have a familiar face. He does look
Yeah,
like
like-
another actor.
Like
Yeah.
we know him. Like we went to school with him.
Yeah, he does a good
and
job.
then and then one of the other guys that has a really good presence on the show, and I'm sure his character development gets more and more interesting as it unfolds. We're only on episode 2, but is Homelander.
Yes.
Basically,
No, he's a creep.
I know, but he looks like a very interesting creep.
Watch
the
him
casting.
Anthony
Breast
Starr.
pump through the
Anthony
picture.
Starr. Never seen him anywhere.
Yeah,
No,
he's
I haven't
he's
either.
obsessed with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he definitely has that all-American like look
Right.
about him.
Mm-hmm.
He plays that
Great
part so
casting.
well. The casting is so good for his part because he plays that hero type, and he can play the Captain America, esque, and then
Yeah.
he turns around and he's this really bad guy.
I know. I was so sad
Yeah, he does a
when
good job
the
at
whole
it. though.
plane thing. I was like,
Oh, was
all
that in
right,
the second
you're
episode?
done.
That was the first.
First,
Oh,
I
that
was
was
like,
the
he's
first
out.
That was
Goodbye.
that was the ending scene of the first episode. Yeah.
With the mayor where he lasers the plane. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't like him at all.
I don't like it.
But you know what I do like? I like what's her face? Starlight. I think she's cool. I don't know much about her. I don't know if she's actually a bad one. I have no idea. But she
Right.
seems like, this perfect little, I don't know, Midwestern girl, like
Right.
Yeah.
trying to do the right thing and
She's naive.
not really
Yeah.
fitting into, the world that she's thrown herself into, which is probably going to be a really bad thing. But I like that she met the main character randomly on that park bench because something's going to happen.
Yeah. That's
Some sort of setup there.
So you guys are,
I'm ready for it.
you guys are good to go moving forward.
Oh yeah. Because I got her character is so much like the innocent girl moved to Hollywood and got a peek behind the veil and saw how dark the industry could be.
Right.
That's like
exactly.
what it looked. That's really good. I don't know. I love that play on the whole thing.
Yeah, that's what would happen in real life, or what does happen in real life. So that's what's so
For
great
sure.
about it. And the whole Me
Mhm.
Too
Oh, yeah.
movement kind of thing that unveiled a lot of the corrupt stuff that was going on, and
Yeah.
that happens in the show, which is phenomenal.
I think one of your favorite characters was sorry. I think one of your favorite characters was. I know she won't give anyone eye contact. It's weird.
I'm just doing what I'm told, guys.
She's like, I take direction really well. I'm a professional,
In case
Michael.
anyone's looking to cast me.
And Brandy's doing a really good job of looking
At
in
the camera.
I'm,
I know.
I'm watching
And
Michael look
I'm going-
down, I'm looking down. Like it's hard.
I'm looking at both of you. I got both of you on the same screen here, and I'm like,
Yeah. It's hard
and I
to
got me, and I'm having
do
to
that
jump
3
over.
inches above mine.
I know. Yeah. That's what I was saying. A little teleprompter up there would be perfect.
But then it would be scripted.
No, you don't put the script up there. You put Nick's image right there,
Oh, got it.
and it'd be perfect. I think we're onto something there.
He just wants to order a new gadget.
Yeah, I want new toys.
Oh, the
Always.
other interesting character. Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good.
You know, get back on track. What's his name? The invisible guy. I like him. Oh, he
yeah.
died.
Yeah. Oh, spoiler. You have to say spoiler first.
Spoiler. He died.
Spoiler, he gone.
He gone. You should have watched this
gone.
before you're watching this anyway.
Mhm.
But yeah, I forgot he died. Dang it, my brain. But yeah, I really, really liked him.
Yeah, I guess we
While
don't
he
have to say
lasted.
spoiler because it's been out since 2019. So
Yeah. And we could just put something at the beginning of this that says spoilers.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, if
We're talking-
I think 2 weeks is good, right? Like after something
Yeah.
comes out, you have 2 weeks, and then
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's fair game.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay.
Especially now. Yeah, for sure.
I'm trying to think of where you guys are at in this season because the Invisible Guy.
Yeah, so basically what's happened so far is in the second episode, he basically just pulled the trigger on the invisible guy and he exploded him. He made
Okay.
that character
Yeah.
arc there. The
And
Huey
and they
made the character
distracted
arc.
him with the mainlander.
Homelander.
Homelander.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Homelander. They distracted him with some bomb going off somewhere else, so he left, and so he doesn't. He was on this hunt for him, so he doesn't know that he has deceased yet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what I think's cool about the FBI guy and also his little Russian friend.
He's Parisian.
That's what I like about the FBI guy and his little Parisian friend.
Australian, Parisian.
Russian.
And his little Parisian friend. Sorry, I got wind of the accent. And is that they have that? They're like the Batman or the Tony Stark. They're using their brain to defeat the superpowers,
Right.
basically, because they're human, you know. Or I think they're human. I don't know. There could be some crazy plot twists coming up. Who knows?
Yeah, because they're not superheroes.
Or what I kind of think, I don't know if this is even relevant, but I think the main character might have superpowers that he doesn't know of yet, and we're going to find out later.
Ooh.
He's going to have some.
Ooh, there could be a
they-
twist.
I want that.
Yeah, and they haven't dove into how these superpowers came into play yet either, and I don't know if that's something they plan on doing. The story definitely is in a different place, but how these superpowers come, and maybe something that has to do with that BV serum or serum V or
Serum B,
formula
yeah.
V,
Yeah.
serum V, something like that. That
Yes.
they're
Ninja
very
Turtles
sensitive
Secret of
about.
the Ooze, Super
Yep.
Shredder.
Mhm.
I
Go
thought
Ninja,
that's
go.
what the place was called.
The what was called?
Oh, I thought this whole time they were talking about that thing that she was sensitive about that they brought down the plane for. I thought that was what that place was called, the nightclub that all the superheroes go to. That's not what that place is called.
No.
Oh, no.
I thought that's what they were going to uncover. We know about that place. Oh, okay, so it's something else. I
No.
misheard that.
Some sort of serum or formula or formulation, some sort of
Yeah,
chemical
but there is a name I think that
prescription.
Brandy's talking about, that there's a company
Mhm.
that makes the Serum V or whatever it is. I believe there's a
Mhm.
company.
Well, it's probably a part of that, whatever that agency is for the superheroes. That starts with a V too. Voltons. Nick's like, I don't know, I can't say.
Yeah.
think it's
I'm excited for you guys to watch the rest of it.
All right, cool. Well, we're definitely going to. We're going to probably watch a couple episodes tonight too. What else do you guys want to talk about?
Go, Brandy, go.
I don't know anything. I don't pay attention to the news. I don't know
I don't
anything
know
unless you want to talk
anything.
about reality TV.
I mean,
Maybe that's the next cross, is a show like The Boys, but done reality show style.
nope.
A reality superhero.
Nope.
Can you imagine those reenactments?
Yeah. Pretty bad.
Hey, we like cops. Let's follow a superhero around for a little bit.
Yeah, it's just some guy wearing body armor and a cape. The POTUS and the United States Space Force. Have you guys seen that? The United States Space
Yeah,
Force?
I saw you add it in the spreadsheet, and I peeked at it a little bit.
So the United
What's
States
going
Space
on?
Force is something that Trump apparently created, which is a new branch of the government. So we have the Navy, we have the Army, we have the Air Force, and we have the Marines. And now we have the United States Space Force. They
All right,
came
I
out
gotta
with
pull this up.
the logo, and everybody is. This was about a week or two ago. but they're all comparing it to how identical it looks to the Star Trek logo. Now, to play devil's advocate, like Trump or not like Trump, I don't care. They're all saying that
I don't care.
I don't care. They're all saying that Trump ripped off this logo from Star Trek. But I'm sitting there thinking, I doubt Trump sat down and designed this logo.
I could see him sitting there with his Illustrator open.
He's just drawing with a crayon. A little logo. But whoever designed the logo might have borrowed some stuff from the Star Trek logo. I don't know. But
A little bit.
They're ragging on him about it, so he's taking the heat for that. So that's pretty interesting to
That's
see
his
the
job.
two. Yeah, well, I guess
gotta
maybe
take the
he
heat
had the
for
final
everything.
say in it.
Oh.
I don't know. What do you guys think of it?
Of the logo, of their whole thing.
Both. So of the logo, you see the two comparisons there, and then do you think he should?
I'm
be
trying to
taking that much
think-
heat for it.
Should he be taking the heat for it?
Yeah.
In a way, yes, because I'm sure he has the ultimate say of, yeah, that's good. Let's do
Right.
that.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think it could also be a play. The man, like him or not, has a brain, whether he uses it in the correct way or not. And he does have motives, I think. And that would be an amazing play because most of the people that watch Star Trek, Star Wars, in science fiction whatsoever, are not necessarily his best fans. So if he could bring his best fans' dreams to life, their fantasy world, and breathe life into it, I don't know. That could be a good way to win.
So you think it's a
Yeah.
form of campaigning?
I think it could be.
That's interesting.
Which is, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know much about comics or politicians, but I do know that it has the logo kind of has a Star Trek vibe, and it looks like it has kind of a internet cursor as the emblem, and then the entire thing as a whole kind of looks like a political encyclopedia. So.
A political encyclopedia.
Which could get people to want to join or vote or whatever because people like the internet. So it could work.
People like the internet.
They do.
My favorite thing about the whole situation is that it's called the United States Space Force. And the logo, I don't care either way. If they took it from Star Trek or what they did, doesn't matter. My favorite thing is the fatigued. If you see the picture of the fatigue, it's thrown up on the screen right now.
I saw it.
They have the United States Space Force tag on camouflage. Like green and brown camo that you would hide in a bush or a tree. I don't know how many bushes or trees there
It
are
should
in
have
outer
stars
space.
on it.
Yeah, exactly. It should be black or something if you're a Space Force.
It should have a galaxy on it.
Wait, you guys telling me that camouflage doesn't work no matter where you're at?
Wait.
No. But leopard print
No,
does.
but there's gonna be comments down below. No, but what if when the aliens come to Earth and then we have to fight them?
Fight him.
Hide in the
I know,
trees.
right? All the comments. If you're about to comment that, just don't.
just stop. Just
No, I don't know how it makes sense. That might be a rush job. I don't know. I don't know, but I'm kind of curious. What's the what would be the maximum age for enlisting?
It's probably like any other military. The maximum
the
age?
same.
Yeah.
Ooh, I forget what the cutoff they normally go with. Cena's dad tried to do that. He tried to.
For the Space Force?
No, not the Space Force, just the general military. When they first came to America, he
Yeah.
tried to join the military, and I think he was like 40 or something like that. But bless
gosh.
him, he was trying to join the military and wanted to become, I think it was the army. And they're like, "No, dude, you're too old. Sorry."
Oh,
Would it be
that's
the
cold.
same regulations as the Army, or would it be the same as like NASA? Because I'm sure it's different. And also, what is the criteria? Like, is it just like anybody can enlist and it's like a simple training, or do they have to have more intense training? Because I think the astronauts are like way smarter than us.
Right.
You know, like they have way more training.
Right. Way smarter than all of us combined. Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. You notice I completely waived the qualifications factor. How old do you have to be?
Yeah, it's just with the age. I don't care how smart you
I'm
are.
in there. I'm that age.
How old are you? Yeah, what are the qualifications? I don't know.
Obviously,
They have to be a lot because you have to get to where you're going.
Captain.
Captain, the lithium crystals to break it down.
That would be cool. I think that's the beginning to what could be a real life Star Trek.
Would either of you join?
I'm probably too old.
Let's say you're
I'm
not.
too dumb.
Yes.
Let's say you're not. Because like
I'm not a
when you-
physicist.
when you travel up in space, you're gone for a long time. So you would be without your families. I would not join Space Force right now. Well,
What about
if
tomorrow?
If I didn't have a child, then I would have joined for sure. But since I'm a mom now, I definitely would not, because when you go to outer space, you got to be there for a while, and I just couldn't be without him unless he could come. Is there daycare in Space Force? Totally
I'm
would do
sure
that.
they have to have a daycare barrack or something like
Somebody's
Oh my
that.
Start
god,
it.
yes. Then absolutely, 100%. Because for sure, I don't want to get into politics and all that stuff, but with global warming, everything, one day this Earth isn't going to be here, and we're going to have to find a new planet to live on, and I want to be a part of that. Although I wouldn't wear camo, I would definitely want to wear something with stars on it.
Something with stars.
Speaking of fatigue, Brandy, how's the clothing line going? You started the clothing line, right? Bubs and Babes?
Yes, it's going good. Look, I'm wearing one.
Oh
Tired
yeah.
AF.
Screw- There you go.
There you go. Tired AF. Tell us about it. Bubs and Babes.
Oh, geez, Louise. I don't know.
Well, okay,
I just,
so what is it? It's
I'm a
bubsandbabes.com?
stay-at-home mom, and I want, bubsandbabes.com. It's just a brand I wanted to start because I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I wanted to incorporate my little dude in it, and just, a little clothing line for moms, dads, babies. It's cute.
He's
cute.
What's the design for it? Like, what's the major theme?
Basically just things like a bunch of mama shirts and bub shirts, babe shirts, which is for the little girls, dada, and just funny little saying type things like Mr. Steal Your Girl and things like that.
And Tired AF.
Yeah. Tired AF. And then the little onesie says woke AF.
So there's matching. And so if the mom gets one,
Yeah.
they can get
Oh
one.
yeah, it's total photo op,
Yeah.
a total photo op line. Yeah.
And then fathers can get one, and they can all kind
well,
of.
more like the mom would buy it for the dad probably.
Or,
but
yeah. But the
I'm
potential.
targeting them.
Yeah, but the potential is there is to have you could have the mother and the father and the child all kind of coordinate their wardrobe.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Because I like that stuff anyway, and I just figured, why can't I do it if I have all these ideas?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Sure. Definitely.
There you go. Bubs
And you're doing amazing.
Nice.
Mhm.
I
think the
hopped on
website's-
there and checked it out. And my favorite one was "Say Mom First," that black sweater.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Because babies,
It's
a lot
really
of times
cute.
they're naturally, it's easier to say dad, because
Yeah.
the D's in the front of the
Oh, yeah.
mouth, and then mom, they don't know how to pucker their lips as much yet, so it's harder for them to say
Exactly.
mom.
Unless you push it hardcore,
Right.
then the baby will say mama, like I did.
Mama. We taught Kalel how to. We're trying to keep telling them to say mummy, and daddy,
Yes, mummy.
There's an accent.
mummy, daddy.
Oh, there's a new show. Speaking of, because you guys watched you're talking about the pig one or whatever, right?
Which one?
Peppa.
Oh, Peppa the Pig. Yeah.
Yeah, so it sounds like that. There's another one for kids. I know this isn't part of this. Called Bluey, and it's from Australia, and they have Australian accents, and you should have him watch that. It's
Oh,
adorable.
that's cool.
It's on Disney Plus.
Okay. Bluey.
Bluey, about a little dog named Bluey.
Oh, okay, awesome. I love
Like the
I
color
having
blue
to watch
or
different
blue?
things with different cultures, different languages, and different colors and
Yeah.
faces. and
Oh,
stuff.
Word Party. Do you guys watch Word Party?
No.
Word Party is on Netflix, and it just released season 4. And season 4 has this turtle, and the turtle speaks Mandarin, so you're learning English words and Mandarin words at the same time.
That's awesome.
So you should introduce that too. Okay, this is not a child show. I'm sorry.
I
love babies.
Whatever we want it to be. Oh my gosh, it's uncommon.
I literally love
Uncommon, so we just talk about everything uncommon.
Exactly.
Babies in Space Force, you know?
babies joining Space Force.
Sending the
Space
babies
Force.
off into space.
Space Force. Sorry.
Oh, this planet's not gonna last. You're gonna have to find another one.
So we'll take,
Good luck, and we're not
so
going to be here
this
to
is
help
what you
you.
gotta do. We gotta take all three categories: babies, Space Force, and your clothing line. And then you gotta make a new onesie that's a baby onesie that says Space Force on it.
Exactly.
Yes. However, it's not going to be camouflage.
No, it's gotta be camouflage. you gotta run with that joke.
I think I have to be on board with that.
Should just have a camo onesie that says "You can't see me."
Yep. Camo onesie with the Space Force logo on it.
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys seen my awesome coffee cup?
No.
Oh, that's cute. Where'd you get that?
So our friend Christy San from South Korea, she's in South Korea. She got it for me when she came to visit. Shout out to Christy San. It says, "I'm Nick."
That's cute.
Yeah, it's awesome. My
Wow.
awesome little coffee cup.
Looks just like you.
Yeah, her and her husband and daughter, they're stationed out there in South Korea right now. He's in the Air Force, Greg. I believe so. He's in the Space Force, actually.
He should transfer over. I wonder if they can transfer.
I wonder too. That's a good question. Can you go from like the Marines to the Space Force?
Absolutely.
That's what I was kind of racking my brain trying to figure out. Is do you know what all the other logos for the military look like?
I know what the Navy does because I grew up a Navy brat. It looks like the Seahawks.
I feel like we should know. That's right.
I feel like
That's
the
right.
Seahawks
I
took
couldn't
the
remember
Navy
it.
and just made it an NFL team.
Same designer.
Don't know the rest of them though. I should, but
Isn't the Marines one have like a globe and like an eagle and a snake or something like that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. There's always a flag and an eagle and a snake in there somewhere.
Army, I think, is just the word, and then the Air Force.
Air Force
I
is the
can't
wings.
remember the Air Force
Force
one.
is the wings.
That's right.
Yeah.
I
That's
just
right.
feel like if the whole big thing about everybody just talking about the logo, and that's a big thing, I feel like there's more questions that need to be asked and then talking about a logo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
You
do
know-
when do we start patrolling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When do we start?
When does
I'm ready.
when does Will Smith join the Space Force?
Oh my God, he would be so good.
First question.
Man, seriously.
Yeah.
And Jeff Goldblum.
And Jeff Goldblum.
He kind of looks like Cody. Maybe Cody should join. And then I could get rid of him and I could be on this
Cody's gonna
podcast
have to join the
permanently.
Space Force 'cause he doesn't have a job anymore.
Yes. He's gonna kill us right now.
I know. He's gonna watch this week and be like, oh, I got so much to say.
I have so much to say other than wow.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's all you say is you know what I mean.
I know. Have you seen this thing going around social media, Nick? It's the I was gonna say koala selfie, the koala challenge.
No, I have not seen the koala challenge. What is the koala challenge?
All right. Anyone, if you haven't seen it, you can Google it, and you can go to Instagram, you can go to YouTube, you can go to Facebook videos. Anywhere that has videos, you're going to see a bunch of people attempting this. Most of the time, people make it. Brandy and I were very confident in this challenge, and we gave it a shot. And I thought you did really good.
No, okay, I did not do well. We have done it twice now, and I have not been able to complete. There's like 2 parts to this challenge, and I have not been able to complete the first part. It's very sad, but I have been doing it after I've had a glass of wine or 2. So I'm thinking that if we try it in the daytime, like when I'm pumped after the gym, I get it done. I'm ready.
With a glass of wine.
Mm-hmm.
That might actually help, you know? I don't know.
So what is it? What do you
So-
have to do with the koala challenge though?
Oh, so basically, the guy's not allowed to do anything. The guy just stands there.
Or girl.
Or girl. Yeah, sorry, anybody.
Okay.
We're all
Okay.
welcome.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
But the base stands there, kind of like not a squat position, but a little bit of a bent, so that way they can like help. Like you can stand on their legs a little bit, and then like a shelf, and then they hold their arms out, but they're not allowed to help or like grab you or anything like that. Basically, the girl jumps up on them like they're hugging them, but with their legs wrapped around them, or girl, guy. Everybody! And then they swivel around their body without the person helping them, so they have to go under their arm and back around and all the way back to the front where they started from. Then this is where things get tricky. Then you step on their thighs, go up, around, over their shoulders, through their legs, all the way from the back, all the way up to the top, and where you started again. Which is very, very difficult to even do the first part. So if you're doing the second part, congratulations, you're amazing. And I support you.
Congratulations.
And I support myself.
Congratulations, you're
Hashtag
amazing.
Koala Challenge.
This is where I need Cody here to be like, wow.
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 He actually filmed us doing it for the first time.
That's right. We were Skyping, we were FaceTiming, and we showed it to him. And we're like, and Brandy just got too excited. She's like, I have to try it now. Stand up. So I was the bass. She tried it. She did pretty good. Not too bad the first time. And Cody actually recorded it. He was recording it on his phone via FaceTime.
How far have you guys gotten?
I really want to. Halfway through the first part.
So not the first part
So
yet.
I've gone halfway around his body.
We're still at the beginning.
She's just
Creating a bass.
No,
Yeah.
it's really bad because my strength literally gives out, and I just start sliding down his leg. It's really bad.
It looks hard. It looks really, really hard.
Ridiculously hard. I think I should be the person climbing around you.
I also think that you should do this with Sina.
No, I'm good.
And we can report back.
The koala got me on that one.
So the koala challenge. There's also the Dolly Parton challenge, which was out a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
Which good for her for making herself relevant again and showing all these people who Dolly Parton is who didn't know.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Dolly Parton is always relevant.
She's always relevant. Don't get me wrong. But there are a lot
Making
of
herself
kids,
relevant within social media.
Yeah, especially to the younger
yes.
generation that have no clue what things are nowadays.
Yeah.
Now they know. 'Cause they probably see it and they think it's a Dolly Parton challenge. They don't even know that that's a person.
They're probably like, I know they
That's
probably is
true.
very true.
Yeah.
That's so true.
They probably combine the word. It's a Dolly Parton.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's a Dolly Parton challenge. You got to take a picture, 4 pictures, one for each social media platform, right?
It's
Facebook.
Facebook, Instagram,
Twitter, and
and
then
LinkedIn. No, it's not LinkedIn.
Twitter. It's not Twitter. It's LinkedIn, and then it's
Tinder.
Tinder. Yeah. Sorry, I don't know. I don't know Tinder because we were already together before that even came out, so I
Yeah.
never got to experience the joy of Tinder.
Yeah,
I know.
It's Facebook.
Tinder's actually pretty cool though. When you get on it and you start to move around, it's pretty fun the way you can kind of just swipe.
It's a really fun game to play.
I'm just kidding.
So, so it's Facebook, Instagram, and then LinkedIn, which is more of a business platform, business social media, and then a dating, some sort of dating website or app. Like some people are using, I think, Bumble, some Tinder, Bumble. So you have your Facebook,
and that's when they're like naked.
right? So
Naked
Facebook
pic.
is more. Hi, look at me, I'm fun. I got a bunch of friends, and then Instagram's more I'm artistic or really artsy.
Yep.
And then
a
LinkedIn
blogger.
is more of a professional business profile picture. And then
Business,
and
yep.
then Tinder or Bumble or whatever the dating site you choose is completely
A little more risque.
That's the Dolly Parton challenge.
Yeah, I think we should do it. I think each one of our host members so far should post a Dolly Parton challenge.
Will we create our own, or will we create ours for the other people?
Ooh.
If we, oh no,
Like I said, no.
Who do I get?
We're gonna draw names.
Problem is there's not enough pictures of every host because neither one of us, none of us really do a lot of the social media profile stuff. So,
Especially when you say the social media.
oh, I'm gonna find.
I've seen his number.
I'm gonna embarrass you. Mirror boy.
Mirror boy.
Why are you breathing so hard, Michael?
What do you mean?